and the fun that I'm having with it's listening. Because we think as leaders, the most important part of communications, and make no mistake about it, me as well, early in my career, was how well I communicated to you. Get you fired up, get you excited about where we're going. Great leaders listen well. They identify the market transitions. They understand the problems that they might be having with one of their key stars, what's going on in terms of it's got them out of sync, etc. Listening to your customers. I listen to every critical account in the world, everywhere in the world, every night. Because if I listen, they'll tell me both what we're doing right and what we have to do different. Thing that I missed early on, leaders have to drive the culture and walk the talk. And the cultures are different from company to company, business school to business school. But your key is to understand what you are. And within that, you've got to be the example of the culture. Teamwork, to me, is very important. When I was in school, they'd say, look left, look right. And by the way, both those people probably won't make it. That's not the future. If you can't be very collaborative at Cisco, you're gone. And so the ability then also to take these new social networking skills that you all can do in your sleep and say, how do you bring those to the corporation? How do you do true cross-functional collaboration, virtualization of a company? You work in a different company at Cisco, in your first meeting, let's say at 7:30 in the morning on the data center. You go to a different company when you talk to our strategy in Russia at 9. You go to a different company when you talk about where we're going with security. Then you go to a different company in terms of how we respond to the terrible earthquake in Haiti. Then you go to a different company that afternoon when you talk about your individual functions, sales or service, and you know where I'm headed? That is a normal day. You're in 5 or 6 different companies. The ability really to think about that different than you've been able to do, I think, is really going to be the indication of business and the direction. If I ask you what I think your objectives should be at leaders, these are my 4. Set the vision of the